Hi guys. So today we're making a no churn ice cream. Who knew you could do that? I didn't know you could do that. So I'm trying it because I'm going to start doing some from food prep only cooking. And I thought this is a nice way to start. Not all of the stuff is from my preps though. Heavy whipping cream is something that you would need to source. Well, actually, wait a second, that's not true. I say that's not true because I have this. Heavy cream powder. It's powdered heavy cream, just like powdered milk. Well, this is the first time I'm trying this recipe, so I will use this in a future recipe. We'll see if that'll work. But I'm going to use heavy whipping cream, some vanilla that I've had for a long time, and this is from Stavron Trading Company. They've got great vanilla products. I've purchased beans from them before and made my own liquid vanilla. This is a vanilla bean paste. It really packs a punch. And I buy my beans from them as well. They're on Amazon and they have their own webpage. Friend of mine. And we're going to make the Heath version of this, but you know, if you had some peaches, like peach season, right, you could use that. You could use pretty much whatever you have for flavoring, berries, you know, anything like that, and a can of sweetened condensed milk. Cannot claim that this is my own recipe. This is from a TV channel called Glenn and Friends Cooking, not a TV channel, a YouTube channel, so I'm going to link that. But let me talk about what we're going to do here. Alright, so just at a high view, what we're going to do is we're going to take, you can use 2 or 3 cups of heavy cream, I've got 2, and you're going to whip those till they're like a medium stiff peak. If we don't have electricity during that time, you don't have to use something like this as a bowl mixer. It's an old one. It's also just a hand mixer. I could just attach that and just use the hand mixer. I could use my grandma's beaters, or I could use my whisk. So we're going to yada 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 the cream, we're going to add in that vanilla, and then we're going to mix in the Heath pieces in a separate bowl with the sweetened condensed milk, and then we're going to fold them together and then we're going to freeze them. So yeah, let's get to it. So we have our cream, probably whipped too much. No, it's at about 2/3 to 3/4. So I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so now we're supposed to take the cream and fold. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the people, the YouTube people. And fold it into the whipped cream. Now my understanding is that because there's so much air in here, that's what's going to allow this to freeze without freezing into a huge block, right? And then there's also some alcohol in that vanilla, which is also going to allow it to come cold but not freeze into a solid block. Now obviously this bowl's a little small, and some people may think, why didn't you just put the cream into the condensed milk with the Heath? But you want to keep as much air in here as you can, folding it as gently as you can and the least amount of time as you can. So what I'm going to end up doing actually is probably freezing it in this because it's a Pyrex container. And yeah, so we're supposed to freeze it for 4 to 6 hours with a cover on it. And we'll see, right? And then next time we'll try making this with that dried cream. Reconstitute it and give that a shot. And oh my gosh, I shouldn't do that. I used the whole bag. But you know, if I don't use the whole bag in here, you know what's going to happen? And tell me you don't do this every time I go by. I'm going to be taking little bites. Alright, so it looks pretty good. I'm going to put it back into this bowl for freezing. That's a lot. That's a lot of goodness. All right. Let me clean it up and we'll pop it in the freezer. All right, so I got the bowl a little cleaned up here. Smoothed everything out a little bit. Clean up my counter. And then for a lid, I don't have a lid for my Pyrex, this big old grandma Pyrex, and this really was my grandma's. Shower cap. Thank you, Karen. My friend Karen showed me the joy of the shower cap. There's something like a penny each, and you can, if you're careful with them, rinse them and reuse them. But yeah, I'm going to pop this in the freezer, and we'll be back in about 4 or 5 hours. It's just done on the outside, but that's okay. It's alright. It's a deep bowl.